Hi guys, and welcome back to Hogwarts Mystery. We're gonna go to the Great Hall because we're gonna discover some new information, it seems, and I think it has something to do with the clubs. I don't know. One day I will see the cool kids. Cool kids. Thank you, Marlin, you're here. Penny wouldn't tell us what's going on until you showed up. Penny says she's made an exciting discovery. Now what is this? What are those clothes? What is your robes? Timberly, I'm so glad you're here. What's going on, Penny? I have a surprise for all of you. Something exciting I discovered about one of our professor. Well, don't keep us in suspense. Tell us about this surprise. So what has she found out? That is the question. One of our professors is incredibly talented according to Witch Weekly. Okay. In what? I have a guess which Professor Penny is talking about. It appears Marula is listening in on our conversation. There's plenty of room at my cool kids table for anyone to join. Witch Weekly has an article honoring one of our professors. And who is it? Penny is practically levitating with excitement. How can Marula hear us from here? I can tell just by looking at Haywood that I won't like what she's talking about. What is Haywood blathering on about? This is the cool kids table, at least that's what I'm telling myself. Okay. Penny's love of gossip keeps things interesting. Penny has a copy of the latest Witch Weekly on her. Never miss an issue of Witch Weekly. Witch Weekly claims... yeah, now it's this repetitive. Let's see who the witch is. So your big surprise is that the latest issue of Witch Weekly has an article honoring one of our professors. That's right, Witch Weekly is a massively popular magazine. It's a massive deal to be featured. Who's the article about, Penny? It honors Professor McGonagall for being incredibly accomplished. It's quite a powerful read. Do you think Professor McGonagall deserves to be honored? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the honor is well earned. From what I've seen, Professor McGonagall is quite powerful. I agree, but I didn't really realize how powerful. The article is 5 pages long and it catalogs her most impressive attributes. Witch Weekly, eh? One day I will be on the cover as the most powerful witch at Hogwarts. Sure. Knowing your ambitions, I could see that happening. I'm glad you recognize that my rise to power is an undeniable fact. There's no denying that Professor McGonagall is powerful. But surely there are limits to that power. She's merely a Transfiguration professor. You're wrong, Marula. Professor McGonagall could be one of the most accomplished witches we know. We should test her and find out how truly powerful the professor is. Brilliant idea, Timberly. That will show Marula the true strength of the professor. I can't wait to see what Professor McGonagall can do. The article said Professor McGonagall won the Transfiguration today, Most Promising Newcomer Award. Plus she's an animagus. It seems the most logical place to start is with her Transfiguration skills. Transfiguration class is starting soon. Let's head on over. McGonagall wouldn't be featured in Witch Week if she wasn't impressive. Can't wait to see how you put McGonagall to the test. I respect Professor McGonagall and maybe fear her a little bit too. Understandable. Alright, Ironclaw, it's time for us to find out how powerful Professor McGonagall truly is. She's quite impressive, you see. Quiet, everyone. It's time for a Transfiguration lesson. History force transfiguring a porcupine into a pincushion. Excuse me, Professor. Yes, Miss Ironclaw? I just want to say congratulations on your Witch Weekly article. Thank you. I had a feeling word would get out about that. It's nice to be recognized, I suppose, but I'm not one for accolades. You must be quite impressive to receive such a glowing feature. Flattery will get you nowhere in this classroom. Oh, it's not just flattery. We all want to know how talented you truly are. Transfiguration class isn't the place to prove my powers to you. It's a place for you to learn. Now prepare for a special lesson. Okay, I guess we are having an ordinary lesson first and then we will see. I hope you were all paying attention. Yes, Professor, but what is it? That was just a regular old classroom lesson. Wouldn't we learn best from our brilliant professor by seeing her perform something really impressive? Yeah, come on, Professor, show us what you got. Step back, please. Okay, so what is she gonna do? Ooh, okay. That's a cute pig. A bit scary eyes though, they're totally black. Well, is that impressive enough for you? Professor, that was brilliant. I can't follow that without a proper lesson. Speak for yourself, Ironclaw. Yeah, I can keep up with you, Professor. You're more than welcome to try. Oh, God. Yeah. I suppose you're going to laugh at me too, Ironclaw. Yeah. Way to put a hog in Hogwarts, Marula. Never turn your back on me, Ironclaw. Miss Knight, please stay after class so I may remove your unfortunate cosmetic enhancement. Yes. Alright, I don't have a problem admitting McGonagall's skills are impressive. But of course she's good at Transfiguration. She teaches the class. Alright, we could test out another aspect of her skills outside the Transfiguration classroom. The article said she works for the Ministry of Magic in the Magical Law Enforcement Department. She was also a hat stall. It took forever for her to be sorted. She was nearly a Ravenclaw. That would suggest she's even more clever than she's shown us. We can put her overall knowledge of the wizarding world to the test. I'd love to see how much she knows. Brilliant. Let's meet in the library and quiz Professor McGonagall. I will be there right after I test McGonagall's ability to remove a pig's nose. Okay. I guess this is kind of a quest with Marula, I guess. And I hope it's okay that I just put in a bit of side quest between the main story. Just because you're meeting a professor doesn't mean you can speak at any volume you like. I see Professor McGonagall removed Marula's pig nose. I will be interested to see if we can stump Professor McGonagall. Stump? What does that mean? Marula, how did you beat me here after your pig nose accident? Professor McGonagall reversed the transfiguration in mere seconds. There's no denying her skills in that department. And now we get to find out how much she knows about the wizarding world at large. Right, then we will find out if her brain is as powerful as her transfiguration abilities. Okay, here she is. Thank you for meeting us, Professor. I welcome the opportunity to provide additional teaching outside the classroom. We know you have extensive transfiguration knowledge, but what about general knowledge of the wizarding world outside the walls of Hogwarts? I'll be happy to. Pay attention to what I have to tell you. I may question you about it afterwards. Okay, so I guess it's important that we read the so-called flavor text. The Minister of Magic has a Department of Magical Transportation. Wonder how much MCG knows about wizarding schools around the world. Castle Bruxo is the wizarding school in the Amazon rainforest. Oh. Don't be afraid to show us how much you know. Yeah, Castle Bruxo. You certainly know loads about all different kinds of subjects, Professor. I wasn't sharing my knowledge to simply be boastful. I told you to pay attention, because it's time for a quiz. Which is not a real Ministry of Magic department. Oh, Department of International Magical Corporation? I think that is the one, actually. Because Magical Maladies, I think that one maybe exists. The Department of International Magical Corporation isn't real. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Well, what is the name of the wizarding school in the Amazon rainforest? Castle Bruxo. I think it's Beauxbatons. That's well done, Miss Ironclaw. Final question. What year was Gringotts established? 1474. No, there's a 1748. Miss Ironclaw is correct. Sorry, Miss Knight. That concludes my pop quiz. How did I do, Professor? You got 2 out of 3 correct. Something to be proud of, Miss Ironclaw. Miss Knight, you missed several questions. You should listen more closely. Regardless, I hope you all learned something today. Good day. Thank you for your time, Professor. Okay. Alright, the professor is brilliant at Transfiguration, and she knows a lot about the wizarding world. But she can't be good at everything. I want to see what else she can do. Marula, you look like you have an idea. That's never good. I got it. Okay, and what is the... Is this a final thing? What is the next thing? What's she up to? I don't know, but we have to find out. Let's try and follow her before she takes things too far and gets into trouble. Oh, here we go. Kimberly, thank Merlin you're here. What's going on? You all sounded urgent. It's terrible, simply terrible. Over the Marula's plan to test Professor McGonagall's flying skills. She was going to pretend she was in danger and see if the professor could save her. But of course the plan backfired and now Marula is in real danger. Oh god. Marula, she's being chased by 2 bludgers. I have to get up there and save her somehow. Oh god. Oh no. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. Oh, okay, so Professor McGonagall? She will never be able to land with these bludgers chasing her. I will have to redirect them. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm flying about. It's so weird seeing McGonagall on a broom. It's like her head movements and everything. Oh god. Did we succeed in redirecting him? Yeah, good job, Penny. What a save. Oh god. No, that look. We did it. Well done, Miss Ironclaw. That could have been much worse for Miss Knight. Thank Merlin you showed up when you did. What were you doing out here, Professor? Received an anonymous message to come to the training grounds. I didn't know what to expect, but it was most certainly not this. I suspect there's more to this story. What do you think, Miss Ironclaw? I'm actually gonna blame her. Marula set up this scenario to test your flying powers. Ironclaw. What an incredible, reckless thing to do, Miss Knight. You're lucky I showed up when I did. Those bludgers could have seriously injured you. Did you know how dangerous 2 bludgers chasing you would be? I was only trying to get one to chase me. The second bludger broke free on accident. You didn't mean to cause any trouble, Professor. I appreciate your interest in me and in my abilities, but this has gone too far. You have seen as much of my abilities as I will allow. Now we will never know how powerful McGonagall is. We know more than you think, Marula. Let's regroup in the Great Hall and discuss what we learned about Professor McGonagall. Okay, will do. And Penny is looking at the case. Let's go to the Great Hall. Okay, let's see what we're gonna talk about. I prefer to take tests rather than test my professors. Professor McGonagall used to play Quidditch, that's why she's good at flying. Penny's telling us the story of how Professor McGonagall saved Marula. Yeah. Hi everyone. Kimberly, I was just catching everyone up on what happened at the training grounds. Marula tried to trick Professor McGonagall, but it backfired. That's enough, Haywood. My plan worked out precisely as planned. You certainly put Professor McGonagall's skills to the test, but you also put your own life at risk. Yes, and she would have thought it was an accident if you hadn't blabbed to her about it. And Professor McGonagall showed she's powerful, but I'm not convinced she's that powerful. I said from the start that the professor was quite powerful. I was proven right. Let me convince you that Professor McGonagall is deserving of the Witch Weekly article. Okay, so we have talked with Marula and convinced her, I think. Professor McGonagall is brilliant at Transfiguration. She knows loads about the wizarding world too. And don't forget her skills on a broom. Alright, I will admit it. Professor McGonagall is incredibly powerful. It's just a shame all that talent is going to waste. What are you talking about? Professor McGonagall is using her powers for good. When I'm that powerful, I'll make sure everyone knows it and fears me. Until then, I will have to settle for being the most powerful witch at Hogwarts, not counting professors. Nah, let's shut her down. You aren't that powerful, Mirula. You couldn't even handle a couple of runaway bludgers. Oh god, MC's face. Test me, Ironclaw. I will show you the true might of Mirula's Knight. No more tests. Professor McGonagall? I came to check on Miss Knight after her accident, but she appears to be completely back to normal. Thanks to you. I knew the Witch Weekly article would be a point of discussion, but I didn't realize how far it would go. Though it seems to have motivated you all to become better educated witches and wizards, even if you had to reveal certain truths about how your friends were testing me. Thank you, Professor. Miss Ironclaw, thank you for your help at the training grounds. I have a feeling you will be featured in a respected publication someday. In the meantime, I'd like to have my personal copy of Witch Weekly. Wow, you even autographed it. It also has a practical application. Next time, instead of putting my powers to the test, you can just read the article instead. Yeah, you must be explaining. McGonagall's honor complete. Rewards the little book. the little paper. So that is that side quest finished. Ooh. Welcome to Quidditch. Oh, that we should do next. Indeed, indeed. Okay, so that is all for this little chapter. Okay. And we have some more quests to do. Special assignment. Okay, I'm gonna get right on this quest so I'm like up to speed during this year. I hope you will join me for the next one. If you did enjoy today's episode, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more content from me, I suggest you subscribe. And I hope we see each other for my next video. Bye guys.